Good day, everyone. Grumpy is Gamer welcoming you to episode 7 in our series on Airport CEO. Grab a cuppa and sit back while we look at getting avgas to our commercial flights. When we were last at our wonderful airport, we had decided that the first thing we were going to do in this episode was to set up avgas for our commercial aviation. So I've started the game and we're paused just at the moment to have a look at things and see how we're set up. So we've got general aviation running well, and we're using 8 stands for general aviation and 3 for commercial. And when we set up our roadway, we use the northern section of our aircraft stands here just to prove that we could run our trucks across there without running in a separate service road for our airport. We also set up one of our stands, and I believe it's this one, to be specifically for one aircraft, that is the Maple airline. So Maple are coming into this stand, and I also believe that we had 3 days left until we were able to get all the Maple aircraft off all our stands and just onto this one. And the idea being that that will improve the opinion of each of the airlines for our airport by being able to service their flights on one stand. If that goes well, the intention will be to put all the other stands as dedicated to particular airlines. Whether that works out in practice or not, we don't know yet. But that's where we're at the moment. So let's kick things off. Let's go up to double speed to start with, and we'll do what we do at the beginning of each episode, and we'll just do our maintenance to make sure that everything is running along smoothly and we're not going to get any hiccups during our gameplay today. So just while we're doing this, obviously we're doing fairly well financially. As you can see from the top bar for our airport, we have $66,000 in funds, and we are making a profit. Now, we can tell this simply because when we spend money, we notice that it goes up again. We don't actually have to go into the budget and check the budget and the accounts every day because we can tell that pretty easily. So we're all up to date, and we are now ready to go ahead and begin setting up avgas supplies for our commercial aircraft up here. So let's just go into, let's just check a few things while we're going. Our airport approval ratings are pretty good. Passengers like us a lot. Airlines like us a very lot. 100% is pretty good. General aviation, not so great, but that's okay. Our future commercially is up here in the commercial section, but I think it's quite interesting that given how few services we have in our airport, we have an approval rating of 92.5% from our passengers. We have 2 unread messages. Let's just go and check those out. Dr. William Munro is back. Sorry, Dr. Munro, but we're not in that. And what is this? Yeah. Dear Grumpy Gamer, thank you for your purchase. Your newly acquired Jet A1 fuel service has been procured. Okay, so we are now ready to go because our research, if you like, into the Jet A1 fuel has been completed. Let's just go down here to operations for a minute. Okay. I don't, okay, airport security is disabled. We have security checks in our airport that should be enabled. And the refueling services are disabled for Jet A1. We're going to leave that off or leave that disabled for now until we actually get the fuel services in and operational. So let's go right ahead and do that now. And the first thing we need is a fuel depot and Jet A1. Now it's worth noting that if you just come down here for a second, the label or tag for general aviation fuel is red and the tag for Jet A1 is black. And that's kind of important to note because apart from that difference, you cannot tell which fuel depot is which fuel depot based on just the look of it. You actually have to look at the tag. So our, let's just go down to normal speed here for a tick. Basic fuel depot is going along fine. Let's just check construction. We still have 28 deployed contractors. We have a spare of 12, but I don't think we need them at this stage. And we need to go back to procurement, having, of course, built a fuel depot for our Jet A1 fuel. We'll need some trucks to deliver it. So they're $2,000 each, and we're going to end up, well, we've got 3 aircraft stands in commercial. Likely we will end up with 4. So I'm going to put that up to ordering 2 trucks while we're doing it. So order them. And I feel like I should order 1 more truck for general aviation just to make sure we cover everything. So we'll put in an order for 3 trucks. And I think we're looking pretty good on that score. So our trucks may well arrive before our fuel depot is built. And of course, once the fuel depot is built, we're going to need to supply it with fuel. So let's just go to contracts for a second. And we've got, oh, who was our contract with? Fuel suppliers. And we have a contract with Nature Fuel. And Nature Fuel will give us both general aviation and Jet A1 fuel, which is twice as expensive as general aviation fuel. But that's fine. So we're going to see when the basic fuel depot for Jet A1 is built, we're going to see at least 1 truck, possibly 2, come in to load up the depot with fuel. Then the trucks will be filled with fuel and then they can service the aircraft. Let's just go back up to double speed now that we've done that. And let's wait and see how we go here. General notifications, new email, golden opportunity. We're going to have to deal with this golden opportunity guy. And the new product has arrived. Okay. Here come our Jet A1 fuel trucks. And this one is the additional General Avgas truck that we ordered. And here comes our first supply for our depot, and the first fuel truck has also come out to be filled up. Once we get our first truck filled up, I think we can turn on fuel servicing for our commercial aircraft, as in right now. Oop, wrong one. Dashboard. Operation. No. Overview. Yes. Jet A1 refueling service is enabled. Now, when the commercial flights come in the morning, they should be serviced with our fuel trucks. Let's just keep that running. Actually, let's go to triple speed until we get our first commercial aircraft in. And then we'll go down and just check out to make sure that the fuel service is working for commercial. I'm also keen to see if the trucks will use the top part of the aircraft stands here to be able to get onto the service road. Because when I put that in, I wasn't sure if they would actually use it or not. And of course, the standby plan was if they don't use that, we will extend the road up and across there to make it work. Here comes our first commercial. Let's just click on him. He goes into the first stand. Aircraft inspection in progress. Okay. Who's this dude here? He's a Jet A1 fuel truck and he is going to service our aircraft. And there we go. We are inspecting aircraft and we are fueling up the aircraft ready to go. And they are paying by the litre for the service. Well done, airport staff. Another tick in establishing a leading and world-class airport. Fine. Okay, but now we have a decision to make. And our decision is this. There are two things that I think we need to do to expand our airport. And the first one, if we go to the flight planner and just have a look, we have a whole lot of unused time in our airport. And basically, in Australia, we call them the curfew. So the curfew on our airport is from 2200 hours in the evening, that's 10 p.m., all the way through to 0500 hours in the morning, that is 5 a.m. 7 hours of unused time that our aircraft and our airport is sitting idle, where we're literally not making any money. So what we can do as the first of two options is we can go ahead and unlock that unused time and make the airport a 24/7 operation. That's one option that we have. The other thing that we can do is add our fourth aircraft stand for commercial up the north end here. And when we do that, we are going to have to extend the actual airport building. They're the two options that we have before us. And at this stage, I'm not sure which one would be the best for the airport. I think if we go, let's go and have a look at procurement for a minute. And we'll have a look at what we need to do to get night flights operational. we're going to need $150,000. Yes, $150,000 plus a COO, Chief Operating Officer, to unlock night flight. We only have 45,000 at the moment. So I think that what we should do in this episode is move to the fourth stand. We certainly will be able to achieve that monetarily very quickly. We need a little bit more money than what we've got now, but that's not going to be terribly difficult to get. We are actually doing quite well financially. And I think that if we, okay, so that's what we will do. We won't think about it anymore. We'll go for the fourth stand. We'll make the fourth stand also designated for a specific airline. And then I think we'll go ahead and move the other two stands to specific airlines as well. So what we'll be aiming to do is service 4 airlines at our airport, each with their own stand. And then if we open up the stands later on to be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we can add additional airlines and use them on those stands at different times. So we might even get 2 airlines to share a stand at that point. And if we do that, we'll be rocking and rolling as an airport. So I think that's what we'll do. So where are we now? We're at 45,000. We have contractors deployed and it is 7:52 in the morning. Okay. Let's go ahead and put in our aircraft stand, which is asphalt. And we'll just align that down there. We'll leave, oh, insufficient funds. What do we need for an aircraft stand? Here, 60,000. Okay. Well, we'll just plod away on triple speed until we get to 60,000, which won't be that far away. Actually, let's not just go for 60. Let's go up to 70 because we are going to need the additional money for the taxiway and also for our building that we're going to have to modify over here. Chugging along, aircraft coming in, going out, coming in, going out. So far, we're also doing well because we don't have congestion on our runway. We're able to service all the flights without having the flights delayed or having to circle the airport because we're too tight and there's been delays on our runways. So we're up to 67,000. And just check our runway there, 68%. Might make it to the end of the day. 69. Okay. All right, let's just come down to normal speed. Check our messages. New product has arrived. Okay. And another golden opportunity. We are really going to get rid of that golden opportunity soon. Okay. $81,000. Let's go do some building. Our aircraft stand in bitumen or asphalt, as our American cousins call it. We'll put you up there. We will build a taxiway in grass. Actually, let's just go down into this to make sure we do this properly. That's our taxiway foundation. And our taxiway node will be from here, linking up to there with a holding point across there. Okay, we need to extend our airport foundation, which is, don't want to bulldoze, we want to extend the foundation. And we will run it out. We're going to have to do it eventually, so I think we might as well go straight across here. Put in the foundation. Now, when you do a foundation, it automatically comes with a wall, which you can see there. And then what we need to do is tidy up the internal wall here. So if we go wall, and I think it's control. Yeah, so if you hold down control and the left mouse key and run across there, we can schedule this, maybe. No, it doesn't like me. We can schedule this for demolition. There we go. We're scheduled for demolition. And we need to put that wall across. No, we don't actually. But we will need to extend the secure area. But I think we should put that wall across there just to remind us where the division is. And so we don't have to worry about it later on. So having done that, let's go to areas. This area is now part of our airport, so we need to make it secure. And no, we won't take it all the way out there. We'll take it to there. That could have been a trick, because if we don't secure this area where the wall's going to be removed from, then passengers won't actually be able to walk across there. And we could get stuck. We could get stuck, not knowing where they can and can't walk. Now, we also need to put some doors in there. So let's just go back to structure and get some doors. Sliding doors, I think we used for this one, yes. And we put 2 in across there. 1 and 2. And I'm pretty sure, let's just toggle zones. I'm pretty sure that we put the secure area through those doors. So hopefully we have, and hopefully we'll be all right. The other thing we need to do is put some floors in so that we match that. But I am having a little trouble seeing on the screen. I think it was mosaic. Let's just try that. Yep, mosaic. But we haven't built enough floor yet to be able to do that, so we'll need to come back there. Right, so while we're waiting, we also need to put in, which is in items, a boarding desk. And as we learned in a previous episode, you don't put a check-in desk in front of a boarding area for a flight. So that cost us a little time and a little money in a previous episode. But we have to wait now until everything is set up here for us to go ahead and do that. Oh, look, it took the floor plan even though it didn't execute it with the foundation not being there. That's pretty cool. So what's happening with this here? What is that? Let's just check that out. Demolition tool. Demolition tool for walls. That area is clear. I am a little wondering what's going on there. Well, there's one way to find out. Let's build our boarding desk in front of our gate and see what happens. So we line it up so. We line it up so, and we build there. And we also need to put some gate seats in, and we'll go doubles. Just checking size. Size is good. And it looks like if we're trying to keep everything neat and tidy, it goes there. 1 and 2. And of course, we did fernery, banana plant or fern. I like ferns. I used to have ferns in the house I lived in. I found them very relaxing and not too difficult to look after, with the exception of maidenhair fern. Maidenhair fern is so finicky. I tried so many different places in my house to get it to grow, and there was one place which I eventually found, which was in a room, small room, up on top of a cupboard. And it loved it, but everywhere else it just would not grow. Maidenhair fern, very finicky. Okay, let's get our stand operational. Oh, let's not, because we don't have our boarding desk yet. I'm still curious about this. Let's go and check zones again. See, it doesn't look like it's secure. Okay, area, zone, secure. Okay. Okay, let's also go flooring. See if we can't do something with the floors there. Okay, so that was just a cosmetic thing. Interesting. Okay. I wonder if we open our stand and we go commercial light, need an attached boarding desk. Yep. So we might as well close that. So we do have to wait for it to be built. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I think we better repair our runway. That could have come to a grinding halt before the day was out. Okay, let's go to our flight planner while that's going on. And we're in Thursday. Let's go through the days, make sure we've got enough flights scheduled. Friday. Yeah, we haven't scheduled Maple on Friday. Okay, let's do that. Now, Maple loves us. Actually, they all love us, 100% each for the airlines. That's pretty good. We currently have 26 active flights. We have 24 on offer. So we have a total of 24 that we can deploy. So let's see what we've got. So for Friday, 12 o'clock onwards, Saturday, so Sunday. Okay, let's go back to Saturday. And because I do like to put my repeating flights early in the day. So let's go and see what Maple's offering us in terms of repeats. Oh, there's a lovely 5. Okay, I'm in for 5. Let's take the 5 and try to schedule it so that there's no holdups on the runway. So that will also take care of Sunday, Saturday. Right. So we've got repeaters in the morning. So let's put some more repeats in. So we've got a repeat there. And we've got another repeat on top of that. Still looking okay scheduling wise. And now we have singles. So the best single we have is 2,700. Any advances on 2,700? 2,700 going once, going twice, sold to the flight for 2,700. So that's Friday. Saturday, we have one space. Do we have a 2,600? No. I see 2,500. Okay, so let's put you there. All right. Thursday is our current day of operation. Friday is full. Saturday is full. Sunday we have slots. So we're going to stay with 2,500. So we'll go one from the top, which we did before, one from the bottom, one from the top. That's a bit tricky, that one. But just to make sure we don't run into that. One from the bottom, 2,500. Right? That's pretty cool. That's Sunday. Monday. You know what? Let's not get that far ahead of ourselves. That's 40 out of 50. That's pretty good. All right, let's just go back now, see how we're doing here. Okay, leave us go commercial light. So we've got a boarding desk. We link to security. Check-in counters are good. We will open the stand. 100% commercial light. Security connection, good. Excellent. Okay. Now, if we go back to Flight Planner, there's our small stand. I think I will probably make this for Forest. Let's just go out of there for a second and we'll make this our Forest stand. And we're going to move Forest Airlines onto this stand. Everything good, 100%, like commercial, cool. Flight Planner. Okay, so Forest, we have 24 more Forest flights that we can schedule. Now it's going to start getting tricky lining up our flights so that they don't interfere with each other. So it's Thursday. So let's move to Friday and we'll do what we do before. We'll take the repeaters, put them down at the front, which I think that's probably, no, see, that clashes with that one. That clashes with that one. And this might be the next available, +1. Okay. Kind of tricky to balance in arrivals and departures, but I think we've got that one fairly close. So we have another repeater, so let's put you in there. And that one looks like it might work there. And now we have singles. So we've got a 2-7. So let's put the, oh, that's a repeater as well. That's going to clash with commercial stand 1. And that's probably free and clear there. Okay. And then we have a 2-6, which is a single. And that fits neatly in there. Okay. Thursday's almost done. Friday is coming up. Let's just check Forest Air for a sec. We still have 10 flights we can schedule. There. So we'll do 2 5s. That's Friday. Saturday, 2 5. Now we're going to have scheduling issues here. Not so good. Okay, I think that is okay. We'll take this 2 5 here. Easier to schedule at the back of the day. Okay. And Sunday, we'll take the last one off it. And actually, you know what? Let's put that right at the back of the day. And do that. Okay, so now we're going to have a maple stand and a forest stand. Interestingly, these are sorted alphabetically, but we can deal with that. Okay, so we have 36 flights scheduled out of 50 possible for forest, but they're not offering us any more. If we wanted to, we could actually start moving some of these airlines around because they're still offering us flights. But I think for now, we will probably just leave that. Now, let's go up to triple. And what we need to keep an eye on now, which we haven't had to worry about up until this point possibly, is congestion. With more traffic arriving on our runway, we have the possibility of congestion there. But we also have the possibility of congestion at the boarding gates, at the security, and at check-in. Not to mention, of course, externally, people coming and going. So we need to be mindful that we could run into some pretty heavy congestion if we're not careful. Now, this is also going to be a problem when we go 24-hour, 7-day-a-week operation, because we'll be operating 7 boarding gates. We'll be operating 4 boarding gates 7 days a week. So that could cause us some problems, which we're going to need to be mindful of. In our next episode, we'll need to look at going 24/7 for airport operation. And it's going to take us a few days to get over the $150,000 mark that we'll need to research the 24/7 operation. That is to say, opening up night flights. So I think what I'll do is offline before I start the next episode, I'll run the game without making any modification, simply to build up to the $150,000 mark so that when we start our next episode, we can go straight into the procurement operation for setting up the night operations and then for scheduling those 24/7 flights coming in and out. And we will probably also get additional airlines into our airport. So I'll do that before the next episode, and I'll do a time lapse of that into the start of the next episode so that everyone can see what I've done. So 39 minutes in episode 7. Thank you all very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm finding it a lot of fun. I really enjoy playing the game, and I really enjoy cutting the videos and getting everything ready for you guys to watch. So I appreciate your company. If you enjoyed or liked the episode, please press the like button. And if you are so inclined, thank you very much for subscribing. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Airport CEO. Bye for now.